so glad you gave. One by one they came, far as the eye could see. Each life somehow touched by your generosity. Little things that you had done, sacrifices made, unnoticed on this earth, in heaven now proclaim. I know up in heaven you're not supposed to cry, but I am almost sure there were tears in your eye. And Jesus took your hand as you stood before the Lord. He said, my child, look around you, for great is your reward. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life that's been changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. We are so glad you gave. I take it with all the movement around here, my guitar's not coming through. Is that right? I don't know. Maybe my battery's dead. I don't mind that. She doesn't want to go to bed. I don't need this pick. Now that means something to some of you living room people. Remember? Yeah, I got up here to Pennsylvania and borrowed my brother's guitar and went to sing him the sing-along, and we didn't have a pick. And we were up at Roxbury Campground, and there wasn't a pick up there that I knew of, so we just cut one out of a credit card. Are we live? I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm terrible to work with sound, man. We're beginners, man. Oh, yeah. Now I hear it. Now I won't have to beat it so hard. All right. Anyway, yeah, where was I? Back May the 22nd. I was surprised like you were. I'm sorry, March. You got it. Thank you, Ruth. This is my wife, Ruth. I'm Mark Nestle. And we'll have our children come up here in a little bit that live up here in Pennsylvania. But we live in McMinnville, Oregon. And 8 years ago, we moved down there from Delaware. And I lived in Delaware for 40 years. Before that, I grew up here in Lancaster County. Well, something like that. Anyway, do I say Lancaster right? Anyway, so we lived here. I was born in Chestertown, Maryland. And by the time I was 5 years old, we moved up here in the area. Grew up in Honeybrook, attended Peckway Avicii Amish Church there for a number of years. And before we moved down to Delaware, and then I taught school down there for quite a few years. Well, first of all, I had a hog farm for 15 years. And I thought about how hot it was sitting out here. And I said, yeah, it's still a lot more fun sitting out here than it is on the back of that 60 Oliver tractor cultivating corn, you know, at about 3 miles an hour. So it's good to be here, and I just hope that tonight you enjoy our time of worship. And we expect you to help us sing along. One of the challenges of a sing-along over the internet, we just picked up Facebook and put that little camera on us. We said, push this button, push that button, and we were not expecting the response. Otherwise, it might have scared us, so we wouldn't have done it, to be honest with you. But yeah, what was I saying? Where was I going with this? Oh, we want you to help us sing. And when you're out there, we couldn't hear you, but now we can. So let's sing a real familiar one. Jesus signed my pardon. You know that one, don't you? Thank you. D. I was in sin's prison, oh so dark and cold, like a lost sheep wandering from God's eternal fold. Then the doors swung open, Jesus spoke to me. I have signed your pardon.
How are you tonight? Didn't mean to ignore you. I was just kind of wandering around here. How's the PayPal? You say, well, nothing.
He took my place on Calvary. Now I don't have to amazing grace. I know I was pardoned from my sin and shame, and I've heard him singing glory to his name. Jesus signed my pardon, this I surely know. He took my place on Calvary, now I don't have to go. All my life I give him, he gave his for me. When he signed my pardon there on Calvary.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
One of the things that we like to do when we do the sing-alongs is because we like to get more songs in, and we ask for people to send in their requests, and it got Ruth real busy. She spent a couple hours a day, it seemed like. And first of all, we started doing it every night, night after night, and finally we realized that was a bit much, so we backed it off now, and now we do, 5 nights, yeah. We were doing 5 nights before we came in here for our vacation. We're not sure where we're going to go after this, so we realized that this quarantine sing-along is something that a lot of people happened upon because they were bored, right? You're sitting there, and what am I going to do tonight? And you were locked up, or not locked up, but you felt locked up, and there you were, and you found us, and we found you, and we had some good times together. So sometimes in this whole process, you wonder, how in the world can anything good come out of this? And I was reminded, the Lord reminded us that there is so much good happening in spite of this, if you will. And he reminded us an old song that Dottie Rambo sang years ago. Hopefully you know it. We're going to do this in the key of D. Remind me, dear Lord, the things that I love and hold dear to my heart are just borrowed. They're not mine at all. Jesus only let me use them to lighten my life. So remind me, dear Lord. Roll back the curtain of memory now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. Remember, I'm human, and humans forget. So remind me, dear Lord. Nothing good have I done to deserve God's own Son. I'm not worthy of the scars in his hand. Jesus on the road to Calvary to die in my stead. Why he loved me, I can't understand. Roll back the curtain of memory now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. Remember, I'm human, and humans forget. So remind me, dear Lord. So remind me, dear Lord. Amen. And he does remind us in so many ways. He gives us so many different blessings that we are able to enjoy. But we have something that we really look forward to, right? The day when we get home with Jesus. One of the things that we did a lot of, we sang some old trucking songs. Found out there's a lot of truckers that live up in this area. And kind of brought back some memories. I drove truck during the summer months when I wasn't teaching school and enjoyed that part of my life. This old song, actually an old hymn, says, I feel like traveling on. You know that song? My heavenly home? All right, let's sing this together. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. No pain nor death can enter there. I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel my sea, I feel like traveling on. Oh yes, I feel like traveling on. I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like a traveling on. Amen. Sorry about that, Steve. I do switch keys sometimes. We had, with the living room sing-along, we tried to encourage people to play along with their guitars and found out that there were some banjos playing along. So before I started each song, I used to try to say what key we're playing in. And it's a cute little story. One of the granddaughters of somebody who was watching after our sing-along, she got a little guitar and she's there standing at the stairs leading some singing. And every time she'd stop and she'd say, "C." And then she started singing. So I taught somebody something, right? Anyway. There's a fountain free. Another beautiful invitation song of drinking at the fountain, like we all are tonight. Springs of living water. I think we'll do this in the key of G. There's a fountain free, 'tis for you and me. Let us haste, oh haste to the brink. 'Tis the fountain of love from the source above, and He bids us all freely drink. Will you come to the fountain free? Will you come? 'Tis for you and me, thirsty soul. Hear the welcome call. 'Tis a fountain open for all. There's a rock that's cleft and no soul is left that may not its pure waters flare. 'Tis for you and me, and 'tis streams I see. Let us hasten joyfully there. Hear me out now. Will you come to the fountain free? Will you come? 'Tis for you and me, thirsty soul. Hear the welcome call. 'Tis a fountain open for all. One of the things I would always say when we would start out with our singing, and I should probably say it again, this is a totally unrehearsed, unedited sing-along. In other words, we don't know the songs. Oh, it was kind of refreshing tonight. Am I wrong, or did one of the young people forget a couple words of their song with the Stutzman family? Did that happen? I better not point that out. But anyway, because I'm the one that always is stumbling, and I never did get a whole lot of phonics in my day. Yeah, and I was still a school teacher. I don't know how that happened. But so one of the, I pronounce words incorrectly sometimes. Matter of fact, one of the songs that we sing, and I don't know if we'll sing it tonight or not, was Little David. And the verse in there says, "And he shook off all of his load, for with the power of God he was clothed." And we were getting into the song, and I said, for he shook off all of his clothes, for with the power. And he almost couldn't go on singing, but we made it. And I know one other time when we were doing a devotional, or I was doing a meditation, and I said, now let's all turn to the book of Psalms. So you got to get used to that. We'll try. Oh, yes, here's the kids. All right, good. These are our children, some of them. We have 5 children, and 2 of them live up here in the Pennsylvania area. How far about from here are you? Half hour? 10 minutes. Oh, okay. This is Dorcas, and she was up here with the praise team. They're singing, and she is, what should I say about you? Oh, her birthday is today. We'll have to sing happy birthday. How many birthdays here today?
You do, man.
She the only one? Wow, that's unusual. Okay. We'll sing happy birthday to you. We shouldn't do that? Okay. What about you, Chris? What should I say about you? Okay. Okay. Well, this is Chris, and we're so blessed by both of their love for the Lord. And you know as well as I do, if we have children, one of the most blessed things that we can experience as parents is when they come to the Lord, when they give their hearts to the Lord. One cute little story about not Dorcas, but LaDonna, our oldest girl. One night we were having family devotions years ago, and LaDonna was just getting up to the age of accountability where she could figure some of this stuff out. And so in our devotion, I said, LaDonna, do you know Jesus? Are you a Christian? Are you saved? I think I might have said. And she said, oh, yes, Dad. I said, well, how do you know that? And she said, oh, I was born that way. So we had some theology lessons there right in the living room, and she gave her heart to the Lord that night. The cute thing was the next night, or that later on that night, she was getting both of these saved. She was making sure they knew what they were doing. So anyway, we've asked them to come and join us with a few songs here. And no, they don't sing with us back there in Oregon, but we're so blessed to be here and ask them, and they've consented to do that. Which one are we going to start with? This one? Oh, I don't know this one. You know this one? What? Okay. I then shall live as one who's been forgiven. I'll walk with joy to know my debts are paid. I know my name is clear before my Father. I am His child, and I am not afraid. So greatly pardoned, now forgive my brother. The law of love I gladly will obey. I then shall live as one who's learned compassion. I've been so loved that I'll risk loving too. I know that fear builds walls instead of bridges. I'll dare to see another's point of view. And when relationships demand commitment, then I'll be there to care and follow through. Your kingdom come around and through and in me. Your power and glory, let them shine through me. Your hallowed name, oh, may I bear with honor, and may your living kingdom come in me. The bread of life, oh, may I share with honor, and may you feed a hungry world through me. Amen. What a beautiful prayer. Let's do that stepping on the clouds. Years ago, growing up, the little guys would go with us into nursing homes and churches when we'd sing, and now here they are, taller and better looking and all that than me, than us. Well, not you, honey. I gotta watch myself. But yeah, it's just such a blessing, and I love some of the stories. I guess I won't tell the stories tonight, at least not all of them. But this is one song we sang quite a while. Stepping on the clouds. One of these days it's gonna happen. Go ahead, Ruth.
One of these days,
One of these days, I'm gonna be.
one of these days,
One of these days,
I'm going home.
I'm going home.
I'm gonna take
My final journey.
I'm gonna rest.
I'm gonna rest. These heavens gonna dome. These heavens gonna dome. Stepping on the clouds, and we'll see Jesus rise to meet Him in the air. Stepping on the clouds, and He will greet us. Oh, the joy together we'll share. stars and planets. I'm gonna walk on the Milky Way. Where all Gabriel gives a signal. I'm gonna leave for heaven to stay, for heaven to stay. Stepping on the clouds and we'll see Jesus rise to meet him in the air. Stepping on the clouds and he will greet us. Oh, the joy together we'll share. I'm gonna leave this world behind me, going where the devil cannot find me. I'm going higher, 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 higher. Stepping on the clouds, stepping on the clouds, and we'll see Jesus rise to meet him in the air. Stepping on the clouds, and he will greet us. Oh, the joy together we'll share. I'm gonna leave this world behind me, going where the devil cannot find me. I'm going higher, 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 higher. Stepping on the clouds. Amen. Hallelujah. Something I'll tell you, look forward to. Like they say, if that don't light your fire, your wood's wet. Thinking about going home, stepping on the clouds. I like that phrase where it says, the devil's not going to be able to find me. And I just love this warfare that we're in. We know that the enemy is defeated. And greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And what a blessing that is for us as believers to know that. I like that verse too that says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. I look at you families here, children. We are going to do some children's numbers. We started doing that on the sing-along and soon found out that kids love some of those songs that we sing, and especially the doggy in the window. We'll talk about that a little later. But all through life you have these moments right now. And one of my mistakes was when I get, when I turn 16, when I get my car, when I get married, and you keep looking for, and that's okay, get excited about future events. But sometimes in the busyness and the planning and the challenges of life, we forget what we have. And so just for a minute, just stop right now and look around you a little bit. Isn't this amazing? We're outside. We're together. And we have these moments of praise to our Heavenly Father. All nature worships God. And we need to join in with that. We have this moment. You know this one. Sing along. Let's see. Hold tight to the sound of the music of living, happy songs from the laughter of children at play. Hold my hand as we roam through the sweet fragrant meadows, making memories of what was today. We have this moment to hold in our hands and to touch as it slips through our fingers like sand. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow may never come, but we have this moment today. Tiny voice that I hear is my little girl calling for her daddy to hear just what she has to say. And my little son running there by the hillside may never be quite like today. Tender words, gentle touch, and a good cup of coffee, and someone who loves me and wants me to stay. Hold them near while they're here, and don't wait for tomorrow to look back and wish for today. We have this moment to hold in our hands and to touch as it slips through our fingers like sand. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow may sky and the green of the forest, blend the gold and the brown of the freshly mown hay, and the pale shades of spring, and the circus of autumn. They'll leave you without me today. We have this moment to hold in our hands and to touch as it slips through our fingers like sand. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow may never come, but we have this moment today.
Yes, we have this moment today.
Amen. Well, growing up, one of the things I thought about in that song, hold them near while they're, or hold them, near while they're here and don't wait for tomorrow. And I don't think that, I don't recall having done that a lot, but you know, life goes on, we get busy. But quite a few years ago, one night I came home from working construction and getting ready for Bible school, vacation Bible school, and I stepped into the house, and there was our youngest son, Kevin, on the top of our older son, quite a bit older son, just plummeting him, bang, 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 you know, having fun, having a great time. And the older son was laying there enjoying it, you know how kids do. And he looked up and he saw me, the youngest Kevin did, and he jumps up and he goes, ah, and he yelled and he came running toward me with his hands high, and I threw him up or held him in the air and gave him a hug. Never realized that that would be the last time I would be able to give him a hug when he was alive. The next night we went to Bible school, and while we were at Bible school we got a call that Kevin had been in an accident and was instantly killed and gone on to be with Jesus. And many of you know how after you lose someone so precious, someone you love with all your heart, that life's just never quite the same. It's just a change. And you're so thankful. And one of the things in my grief, in our sorrow, that I still say that I'm so grateful for, that we had Kevin for 18 months. And so he had so much to enjoy. And I just want to encourage all of you. You've heard it over and over, but I'll repeat it again to you tonight. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy each other, especially relationships. Take time to build those relationships. Say what needs to be said, because you may not have tomorrow. Here's an old song that I think you all know. You can help us sing. It comes out of Zion's Praises, called Someone to Thank. There is someone who daily my needs does supply. These good things don't just happen. There's someone on high. 'Tis His mercy and grace that allows me to live. He deserves all the thanks I can give. I have someone to thank for every new day. I have someone to thank for the gifts on life's way. He's the one who expects and one who accepts all the thanks that I feel each day. Greatest gift that the Father has granted to me is the gift of salvation that sets my soul free. Oh, I never can thank Him enough for His love as He watches from heaven above. I have someone to thank for every new day. I have someone to thank for the gifts on life's way. He's the one who expects and one who accepts all the thanks that I feel each day. Got someone to thank, don't we? Reminds me of that old hymn. Hey, sing a verse with me before you go, guys. Are you going to help us with your creator? What? That's what your creator. Where was I going to go? Oh, I was thinking of all the things we have to thank the Lord for. Did you ever make a list? Count your many blessings. Let's sing that one. When upon my spillage you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged, thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. We better stop with that or I'll run out of words, right? Yep, okay. I always think I remember a song until I'm halfway through, and then I realize I don't. Not always, sometimes. There's a song that I wanted to share with you that, growing up a farm boy down in Delaware, one of my favorite things was being out on the old 88 Oliver, plowing, 316 plows, you know, drop it in and go. And early in the morning, especially when the sun's coming up over the horizon, you know what I'm talking about, the freshly, smell of the freshly plowed dirt, and all of these beautiful things. And sometimes you just get this pop-tart of taste of praise that you want to express. And this song comes out of that desire. When I see the blue in the summer sky, when I feel the dew in the morning grass, when I smell the fragrance of the flowers in the spring, I just thank you, Lord, for creating all these things. You are creator of all things bright and beautiful, Jehovah Jireh, Lord of all, and King of kings. And I will praise your name for just as long as I have breath. You deserve all the praise creation can bring. What is man that thou art mindful of him? We can't calm the storms or still the mighty wind. The trees clap their hands, the hills resound with praise. We will join in singing, and to you our voices raise. You are creator of all things bright and beautiful, Jehovah Jireh, Lord of all, and King of kings. And I will praise your name for just as long as I have breath. You deserve all the praise creation can bring. And I will praise your name for just as long as I have breath. You deserve all the praise creation can bring. Amen. Didn't they do good for no rehearsal, no practicing with us? Not only that, I hardly ever sing this song the same way. Oh, wow. Are we running out of time, Steve? That's not why you got up here? I thought you were going to like a finish flag or something. Time out. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, let's do something for the children. One of the things that they tell me up here in Pennsylvania, it is 9 o'clock when it is 6 o'clock in Oregon. And so it's time for some of the kids to go to bed, and they usually beg to stay up till the king. At least to the doggy song. Yeah, so years ago I found out I learned how to bark. I can bark like a dog, and my life's never been the same since. But I used to like to play with that and embarrass my dear wife here. She doesn't like to take me shopping anymore because Well, I don't do it so much anymore, do I? I growed up. But yeah, so we, back in the day, we'd go shopping, and I'd jump out of the car, and the first thing I'd do is I'd go, and the people would look around to see where the dog was at, and Ruth would say, "March, Stutz," or "Stop." And so I did. But I have to tell you one story that's particularly humorous about that. And you've heard it if you're on Living Room Sing-Along. See, I'm going to repeat myself. We were Christmas shopping. We're walking into a feed store. And in front of the feed store were these little dog igloos they were selling. And I just kind of, God bless. And I went, no, not really. I went up to the igloo, and I stuck my head in, and I went, jumped back. And there was two young girls, cool girls, walking across the parking lot. And they saw that, but they didn't really show me that they saw it, I looked at them. And then I went on inside the store. And I looked out the window and watched them. And sure enough, they went over to that igloo, and they bent way down, and they looked in to see where the doggy was. And so then they looked to see if anyone had seen them, and I did. I waved at them. So, and now the kids, or children, that are with us, and they know that Daddy embarrasses them sometimes. But all of you older people who have your children are grown up now, and you're older, it's your turn. You're allowed to embarrass your children now. You have my permission. This is one of the blessings of being older, okay? All right. Well, anyway, the doggy song. We did in a key of C, I think. What key does a doggy bark in? Somebody said I should learn it in Dutch, and I said I don't know how a dog barks in Dutch. Anyway, I'll leave that go. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. Come on, kids. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. I must take a trip to California and leave my poor sweetheart alone. If she has a dog, she won't be lonesome, and the doggy will have a good home. So how much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. I read in the paper there are robbers with flashlights that shine in the dark. Oh, my love needs a doggy to protect her and chase them away with one bark. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale. I don't want a bunny or a kitty. I don't want a parrot that talks. Mommy, want a cracker? I don't want a bowl of little fishies. Splish splash. 'Cause you can't take a goldfish for a walk. One more time. So how much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. Yeah, it's kind of humbling when people know you for your bark. I'd rather be known for my... Oh, anyway, we'll leave that go. Hey, here's a song the children sang. Kids, remember what it's like in church? When you're supposed to hold still? My mom, she would say this. She would say, "Stuck rumrutscha," or something like that. Hold still. And so we're going to sing a little song that encourages you. It's called The Wiggle Worm That Comes and Bites You When You're Sitting in Church. I have seen a wiggle worm smaller than a tiny germ. He has got a great big appetite. Though he isn't very big, he eats more than anything, always looking for someone to bite. Never wiggle, wiggle, wiggle wiggle, ever squash the wiggle worm when you feel the urge to squirm in your soul on Monday, in your church on Sunday. Bite off the wiggle worm. I got that switched around, didn't I? I was in my Sunday seat, sitting still and being sweet, when I saw him crawling on my shoe. Uh-oh. Wiggle worm, don't bother me, or we'll have a catastrophe. So I kicked him out of Sunday school. Never wiggle, 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 never giggle, 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 ever squash the wiggle worm when you feel the urge to squirm in your church on Sunday, in your school on Monday. Bite off the wiggle, bite, bite, bite the wiggle worm. By the way, with our little doggy in the window song, somebody sent us a doggy, and I used to always say, come on in to our living room and grab a bowl of popcorn and kick off your shoes and enjoy singing along. So somebody sent us that dog, and over the internet we officially got a name for him. His name is Popcorn. Just in case you wondered. Let's go on, yeah. Which one do I want to sing? Which one do you want to sing? Okay. Well, the Lord's still working on all of us, including you children, and I'm a child of God, and He's still working on me at the age of 62. Let's sing, He's still working on me. He's still working on... What's up? Well, we have another 30. We'll sing, how many do you want us to do? Three, four, 1, 2? 2 more? Okay. People got to go home, go to bed. I know.
Hey, it's Samantha. Good to see you.
Join us in this one.
Did you see me earlier?
I sure did. I waved to your mom. I don't know if you saw me.
The phone's up there.
I know. Once they're done singing, or once my phone dies, I'm going to come say hi to her too.
Your phone's dead?
Not yet. It's almost, though.
You didn't bring your charger?
No.
Is this your chair?
There really ought to be a sign upon my heart. Don't judge me yet, there's an unfinished part. But I'll be perfect just according to His plan, fashioned by the Master's loving hand. He's still working on me to make me what I want to be.
Is that on YouTube?
Facebook Live. There's a bunch of people watching on Facebook.
The sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and
Tomorrow you're coming.
You betcha.
He's
happy?
still working on me.
Had you ever went to
Let's wrap up with a couple songs about heaven.
Whatever.
I don't think so.
How about how beautiful heaven
They have
would be?
apple
Let's
cider
just kind of
donuts
focus
and
on that
it's
a
so
little bit.
good. Did you try apple cider donuts?
I've tried apple cider and I've tried donuts, but I don't know about apple cider donuts.
They're so good and sugary.
These truths in God's word He has given.
What time do you wake up?
For heaven must be
6 o'clock?
Sometimes.
Dude, I don't wake up that time.
I know.
sweet
It's
home
okay.
for the
I don't
happy
always either.
and
Did you hear the song about the doggy song?
fair.
Did you like it?
Did you hear me barking?
No.
I was
How
barking.
beautiful heaven must be. The angels so sweetly
So, you don't have your family?
up there by the
Didn't come.
beautiful sea.
Why?
Well, mostly because they live too far away.
You live alone?
Yeah.
How beautiful
Where's your badge?
heaven must be.
Huh?
Where's your badge? Is it at home?
Yeah.
Why are you not wearing it?
I'm not working.
I'm not working either.
So you left your badge off too?
I don't have a badge.
I know that.
What is this?
How
The bag for the
beautiful
chair.
heaven must be.
Is this your only chair you have? Should I bring
One
the
of my
coal
mom's
over here?
favorites. What a day that will be.
Should I bring the coal over here?
Oh, I'll come over. just soon.
May I sit here? No water.
Huh?
Did you get any popcorn or ice cream? It's free.
I know.
Why did you not get any?
Maybe later.
And why were you talking to a random person?
Which random person?
Remember that person you were talking?
Because she's my friend.
You know her? Yeah. Does my mom know her?
I don't know. Did you ask her?
No. I don't know. Well, she's at her chair right now. Can they hear us talking? So people would hear us? Is that fine? Sure.
I don't care.
You're just sitting here lonely? Did you talk
Not since you came.
Did you talk to those people?
Which people?
Oh, these people?
Some of them. Some of them I know, some of them I don't.
Do you know her? Do you know these people back there? Do you know up there? No. These people. These? Do we know them?
I'm pretty sure your mom knows them.
Guess what? I went to the creek today. I went to the creek. At the forge, and guess what? What are you doing? Are those the people singing?
Okay, it's time
Do you
to
know
wrap
those
up. We'll
people?
sing one more song with us. Let's sing this one together. This is so important, I think, for our time right now. I'd just like to have us sing it together. Thanks again for coming out and enjoying this evening. Thanks, Steve, for
Did
having
I
us.
scare you? Did I
Leaning on the
scare you?
Everlasting Arms. You know that one, don't you?
You're gonna come
What a fellowship.
until 4 o'clock. And then Tuesday, are you gonna come again? You can't. Sorry. Because Nicole and me go to Westwood. Did you know that? So you're gonna come tomorrow without Nicole here? So you skip it?
Well, if you're not there, then it makes no sense for me to come.
I don't know. I'm gonna be going at 8 o'clock. So no, I won't do that. And it's an hour away and it's Rondo Rookies. How do you know their name?
Because your mom told me.
Now what are you doing here?
Some of the people are saying they're having trouble hearing the singing.
Why?
Trying to block the sound.
Did you say I love her?
She said,
I just want to
thinking
quickly
who
say
cares
also
about
that
extra noise? It's
we
always
may
like
still
that.
do some living room sing-alongs, so come join us. I'm sure we're not doing it night after
Is
night.
it because
Once
of
we
everybody
all
and
get
the
busy. We also record them for some of you who say, I
We
just
have been
can't
here
watch
for
that
a few
late, and they're on
hours.
YouTube
Have
under
you been
Mark
here for a few
Amos
hours?
Nisley's channel, so help
Since
yourself
6
and look at them for your enjoyment. God bless.
So were you here before us?